So this is my week reflection on week 2 of rehearsals for Will in the Willows. So I've just got my notes with me. So yeah. So on Monday, first day of rehearsals of this week, we managed to finish part 1, which was great. Like, we're moving so fast, and it's insane because we're going to be putting on a 2-hour show, probably more than that actually, longer than 2-hour show, with a cast of about nearly 30 people pretending to be animals, and it's so busy with so many scenes. It's insane to me, and like the rate we're moving at, it's great. It's so good, and it's really reassuring. Although I have nothing to be worried about because I don't have like major lines to learn and stuff. So, but I'm worried for the cast, and I just think they're doing great. So I'm not worried at all, and I just know that we're gonna go. I just know that we're gonna put on a great show, hopefully. Yeah, we found out some really good news as well. So the date has been pushed back, which gives us another week, which is great, honestly. Because I just don't want anything to be rushed, and I just want to have some time, and so that we're able to polish it and make it just the best it can be. We also focused on the court scene with Toad, Rhea. That was really funny, but it was so repetitive because all of us, every single member of the cast was in that scene, and obviously things can get repetitive when you're dealing with like 30 people. But yeah, and it wasn't just because of us, it was because there was a lot to do in that scene, a lot. Connie had to memorize the lines, so it was difficult to since we kept stopping and starting because she had trouble with some of the words. There were, to be fair, like there were a lot of advanced words. Yeah, that, and because there was so much that went into that scene, there was a lot of dialogue, obviously Connie's narration, and then the cast, the witnesses, sorry. There was a lot of dialogue, and so every dialogue had its key moment. Especially Jamie's moment when he pretends to be a cow, which was hilarious. Jamie's insane. He's so talented. He's incredible. And so is Tanner. Tanner's scene as well. It was great. Because there was a little bit of like a mishap because Connie was supposed to be Fox and the magistrate. So obviously in that scene, the court scene, she was playing the magistrate, so it was impossible for her to play Fox. So Tanner got the part of Fox, and so Tanner's hilarious. He's so good at improv, and he fully, like, when he got asked his name during the dialogue, and instead of like saying I'm a fox, sorry, he was like, I'm an ensemble weasel, and we all lost it. It was so funny. It was great, and it was brilliantly put, brilliantly timed. He's a star. He's great. But yeah, that was the first day back from the weekend. Busy day, long and busy day. So now we're on to the next day, which was quite short for me, or rather tedious, I should say. It was the gypsy scene, where Adam gets sold off to the gypsy, which is Valeria, the beautiful Valeria. Yeah, so they did that scene, and there was just a cast call. We weren't needed, and so that was quite tiresome, to be honest. I was just, besides those three, we were just sitting and observing, but there's a lot. Like, it's always interesting to observe and stuff, and Rhea's energy is just incredible. It's great, and it's so wonderful to watch her. It really does hype you up, and like, because I was sitting in the audience as an audience member, it really does, it puts me in such a good mood. Like, her energy is incredible. That girl is just insane. Larry was really good as well. She was a bit timid because I think she didn't know if she should do a gypsy accent. I don't know what that was. I was probably racist. But she has quite a nice voice herself. Like, she's got this really like seductive, I think I could say, yeah, seductive deep voice, which was perfect for the gypsy role. And she's of course gorgeous, which was what Leanne I presume was going for. So yeah, we didn't do much, but it was fun to watch, you know. The next day we had, which was the same for me, there was just cast calls, and if you weren't needed, then you had to help out with Emma. But so me, Jamie, Jasmine, and Tom Shaw, we were put together in a group in Emma's session during the cast call, and we decided to design Mole's house, which was, I honestly wasn't that like excited about, but once I got into it, it was quite fun. And I think it was fun because it was Mole's house. My room is quite similar to how we designed Mole's house, because there's just a lot of random stuff everywhere. It's quite dark and cozy. Just a lot of random stuff, and random candles and fairy lights and stuff like that. Yeah. And I feel like Mole sometimes. And we just used inspiration from, we all like put together our rooms and stuff, and we were like, well, how can we intersect and connect with Mole ourselves, and then what we think of Mole ourselves as well. So that was quite fun. We ended up with really cool houses, actually. Well, house. Yeah, so that was fun. It wasn't fun packing it all up though. Right, so yesterday we did the fight scene. Right, so the fight scene is hilarious. It's so funny. It's great. It was, I think, by far the most productive I've seen my year be. I honestly, no kidding, and no offense, because we devised that whole bloody scene in an hour, and me and Oriane weren't needed in that scene at all, so me and Oriane were just sitting on the rosters just watching and observing. But I'm honestly so proud of everyone. Like, in an hour, less than an hour actually, like Leanne put everyone into groups, obviously besides me and Oriane, because we just were overman because we weren't needed in the scene. She put everyone into groups, and then she literally said, you have what, like 5 minutes? Devise your own fight scene. And I was like, how the hell are they gonna do this? But they did it, and it was great. And they just put it all together, and it's just this mashup of slapstick comedy. It's so good. I wish I was in it. It's so good. It's so good. I especially love Valeria and Maddie's part where Maddie runs off with a gun. But it's like backwards, so Valeria turns it back around and gives it to her, and I just lose it. It's so funny. It's great. It's really good. But yeah, so I wasn't needed much this week. Yeah, but we got a lot of stuff done, and that's just how it's going. We're always getting a lot of stuff done.